Sunday dawns cold and clear, a beautiful day to say goodbye. As Frank inspects our power, Wisconsin Central train FL 078 is already working the BN interchange. Once they're done, they'll follow us out of East Winona. Causeways are the only dry land around East Winona. When the Mississippi floods, the railroads are in trouble. Like last night, we'll use Highway 35 and 54 as a station platform.
Frank, the buses are going up there. These are all, my understanding is all coach passengers, so when you are ready, we'll go ahead to the first level. You can do it.
Okay, Brian, we're coming over the crossing.
Marshland is where the GBW once crossed the Northwestern's line from La Crosse to Winona. The GBW also used the line to serve La Crosse until 1922. It was abandoned in 1977 when the Northwestern gained trackage rights on the Milwaukee Road. Amazing stuff. The frost on the cab roof. A Winona sunrise. Amazing. We're doing the passenger loading situation right now. We have a moment to kind of look at the control stand. Here we have our speedometer, amp meter, gauges. We're running a 90-pound train line, although he's got a little bit of air set right now. Once our passengers are loaded, we're eastbound.
This is the part I wanted to see, because from here to Arcadia, there's only like 4 grade crossings.
Yeah.
2 of them Dodge, 2 of them west side of Arcadia. Most of this, you can't get to it all.
Hard to, unless you got feet like a frog or something.
Yeah.
Leaving Marshland, we head east across the swamps and marshes of the treacherous Trempealeau River Valley. Historically, this has been the hardest part of the railroad to keep above water.
How many times has this been washed out, Frank, since you started?
God, I say they got grief every year. There's a few years they had no grief, but sometimes small washouts, 3-4 feet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, sometimes a big one. Now that back there was all gone at 65. On the other side of the road crossing,
Right.
yeah, it was all gone.
Just like these Winona people went.
Yeah, the way she went.
So there's been riprap applied here
Oh boy.
continuously.
Yeah. Sure has.
Yeah, this kind of stuff can be expensive.
Yeah. Well, that Trempealeau River, you know, it's only foot deep in places.
Is that right?
Yeah, when it gets water down, look out.
And there's all that elevation. And if it lets loose at once,
Yeah,
you got it. Who has ever heard of the Excursion Northern?
I have. Yeah. People that are familiar with the layout have showed me the old road bed on it. That's as far as I've
You
seen.
can see where it came in.
You can see some of the road bed.
What was the original purpose of it?
Weren't they going to La Crosse that way or one time or something like that? In my years through here, this is a good area for stock on the track.
Really?
Yeah, they get away from the farmers and they wander through all this swamp and stuff, and they end up here where it's high, you know, out of the water. And there, boom, you come around a curve and
Right between the rails, looking at you.
yeah, one of their grand champion cows,
Naturally, huh?
like Milky says there.
Every cow you hit is a grand champion cow.
Yeah, blue ribbon.
And he was just about to breed it, too.
Yeah.
To make 1 million more grand champion cows.
Where's the first piece of business anymore on the west end of here?
Ashley.
Yeah,
Which is what now?
Ashley Furniture in Arcadia.
Oh, in Arcadia.
Yeah.
And then the Sand Spur is east of that.
Taylor, 165.
got mixed in.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we're loading pulpwood at Blair now.
Oh, they are
Yeah,
pulpwood
they
at Blair.
just put 2 cars in there the other day.
Okay.
This dinner shipper meeting you're talking about where EAB was in attendance and was asked specific questions about what you're going to do with this piece and that.
Yeah.
What was said about Arcadia to Winona?
All he said was that eventually it'll be gone from Green Bay to Plover, and then from Green Bay to Kewanee.
Didn't make any comments about this.
No, he didn't. No.
See, now we always thought, you know, you try and dry up the BN interchange to get rid of them.
Push it. That's it.
Yeah, from Arcadia. I mean, that's economically, that's what makes sense.
Also get rid of a lot of troublesome railroad too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess if they're going to do what they're going to do, I'd rather see something like this actually become a trail and keep Amherst into Green Bay and go for
Yeah,
that
you
traffic
bet.
and that tonnage.
Hey, that'd great to get rid of that bottleneck at Nita. My God, you know. Doesn't sound like they want to do it though.
No?
Brian, we got 25 to 198.4. Then after that, it goes back to 30, up to 194.1, and after that, it's blast off for a ways that way.
194.1 and then 40?
Pardon me?
40 after 194.1?
Yeah, 194.1, it should be 40, but I'm going to keep her down to 35, Clint. A little rough track.
And again, when you hired out, you'd be running through here at a mile a minute?
Oh man, all except for that little reverse curve this side of Arcadia.
Alright.
It was always trouble area. It always would move on them.
No?
Our ballast used to be like marbles.
Rounds?
And yeah, and it was like ball bearings, one of those. So we always had a slower there.
Yeah, this bit run gravel this might be fine for a tangent, but won't hold your
No.
line of curves.
No, they got smart finally. They put some decent ballast in there,
Uh-huh.
but I see they still got a slower on it.
How much time did you spend on the covered wagons?
From 54 until about, boy, let's see, I think they got rid of them in the last one in 61 or 62, somewhere in that area. Yeah. They were all right, but they were underpowered, Clint.
Yeah.
Very much underpowered.
They weren't as gutsy as the RS2s or 3s.
Oh, no way.
Same horsepower rating. But
Yeah, they just, if you slowed down for something and you had a grade, you might as well forget it.
we're going to dog right up, huh?
Yeah, it took forever to get them going, and
Wow.
they went to the, what the hell was it, 2200 horse on the 309, I think it was? Or 2000, one or the other?
Yeah.
Now that was decent.
Yeah, you can do some business with it.
Yeah, you sure could.
We returned to civilization at Arcadia, where the GBW runs between the plants of major customer, Ashley Furniture.
Who the heck started this and where did they get the investment capital to see money up?
Boy, I don't know.
I mean, this,
It just started out as a mom and pop thing, from what I understand.
is that right?
They even got a warehouse over in Independence too, I think, or a facility.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Brian, they do.
Whitehall?
Whitehall, too.
Yeah.
Fine, oh, fine.
The water gets so high here, Clint, they close those floodgates across there, and they quick haul in more dirt.
Wow. They'll swing those and put fill behind them, huh? On the track. So,
Yep, that's right.
Like any veteran railroader, Frank has his share of war stories.
We came across the Fox River Bridge. We had to wait for a yard job to get in the clear out by Northern Paper Mills. Didn't look right, you know. We had a green light and all. It didn't look right, and the closer we got, it looked like something was on the tracks. So at night, the lighting was poor in that area other than the headlight. And here was a guy straddling the ties right about the middle of the bridge down from the bridge tender's shack. And he sat there. So
Most
we
of the bridge did.
no, he was taking a snooze. I think the bridge did it. So we creeped up to him, and Brakeman and I went out, and the guy didn't know where he was. Absolutely didn't know where he was. So we helped him off the other end and called the cops, and they came and got him. Man, that'd have been a hell of a way to die, wouldn't it? Of course, he probably wouldn't have known it, you know.
Yeah.
Going through Luxembourg one day, and a girl had her boyfriend over. Mom and Dad were gone to a wedding, and they left explicit orders. The car is to stay home.
But they left
Well.
the keys there to test the orders.
Maybe she had her own set, but the boyfriend got hungry, wanted French fries and a hamburger. She hops down to the tavern. She comes back. The car ahead of her just cleared us. She thought it's fine to go. She goes. We put the drawbar in the driver's door and completely removed the right side of the automobile back to the bumper. And she was just miracle, just shook up. She kept driving the car. After she come around, spun around, kept going, she'd take off. So finally the cops come, and she comes putting back with the boyfriend walking.
I thought you were gonna say they took the car home like nothing happened. No, I didn't go anywhere.
Then she starts crying, you know. What's my dad gonna do to me? So that's what we told her too. I said, you know, you're fine. That's what your dad's going to be worried about.
Yeah.
The heck with the car. Oh, he's going to kill me, you know.
Frank, you're going to be on more film than anybody in the movies even.
Wait till he gets my bill for this here.
Yeah, did you contract out for this?
I got an agent waiting at Green Bay. They'll love the smoke, huh? These are Amy's here.
We got one from the Northwestern, an ST40.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag.
Blair was the junction with an obscure short line. The GBW's predecessor, the Green Bay and Mississippi, looked at building their La Crosse branch from here. It would have run through the town of Ettrick, 10 miles south, but a sandstone ridge stood in the way, so they obtained trackage rights on the Northwestern instead. Ettrick still wanted a railroad, so they built their own, the Ettrick and Northern. It connected here with the big railroad in 1918. Predictably, there was never enough traffic, and Highway 53 doomed the short line. It made its last run in 1936.
Oh, yeah.
Brand new ones?
Yeah, look,
Wow.
like you can get to them where they spawn them. That's real.
You're going to have to lay some gravel down there, Brian.
Well, they can put them back where the guy can get to them.
Yeah.
We're just discussing it right now. Hey, boss!